Okay, hit 5A, okay? 30, 6 different movements, 5 different rounds, okay? First one is a plate held Alekna, right? So we've been through this movement a little bit before, so we're just going to develop it a little bit. It's an anti-extension movement, so when we're on the floor, we have to make sure that our lower back is in contact with the floor. How we can do that is, if we lie on our back, get everything, all fours in this position, okay? Hands up, and then what I want you to do from here is just pull your chin to your chest around your lower back, and you can feel it touch the floor, okay? From that position, come back, but keep contact with the ground on that lower back as you come back. And that is the position that we stay in at all times, right? Obviously, this is going to get a lot harder when we go into that extension position to keep that lower back towards floor, but that's what it's all about, right? So we're going to do that movement, but holding the plate. All right, so it is a plate held Alekna, so we're holding it here, okay? Let's get ourselves into that position at first, head on the floor, okay? So from here, we're going to extend, keeping that lower back in contact with the floor, and then come back to the start position, okay? Extend, come back to the start, okay? And that is the movement. Pick your weight wisely. Second movement is a single leg kettlebell Romanian deadlift. So how we're going to do this movement is we're going to offset our foot, right? So from the side, this leg will stay in that normal RDL position. The other leg, if you can see, just comes back, okay, and my feet go to the floor, right? This leg, the offset leg, is bent a lot more than this. So just a soft knee in the working leg. I'm going to hold the kettlebell in the offset side. Then all I'm going to do is hinge backwards, all that pressure in this hamstring, keeping this back nice and flat, head at neutral, get to my range, and then I'm going to open it back up, okay? I'll go from the side and from the front, so you can see the movement at 2 angles. Okay, so offset leg at the back, bend, toes on the floor, soft knee, hinge at the hip, keeping everything nice and flat, open up the hip. Okay, from the front, this is the working leg, okay, this is the offset leg. All I'm going to do, hinge back, head at neutral, open back up to the start. Okay, that is movement 2. Movement 3 is a machine, right? Movement 4, kettlebell sumo deadlift high pull. 2 distinct movements built into one fluid movement, right? So sumo deadlift, a little bit wider, toe out if you need to. Remember, we're going to hinge and sit into it, and knees will track our toes. If we are too wide, our knees will come in like this when we lift, and that's not what we want, right? So select your stance width and stay with that. Adjust accordingly if you feel as though your knees are coming in, right? So we're going to grab the kettlebell, set shoulders back and down, drive through the floor, get to extension, then we are going to high pull. Lead with the elbows, so like you're pulling up the t-shirt, then we're going to come back down to this position, hinge and sit back in, okay? So kettlebell, sumo deadlift high pull, I'll whip through 3 reps, drive through, open up, back down. Okay, making sure we get to full extension on the pull. Right, next one is a plate floor press. Obviously you can have a heavier plate for this, with a pullover, okay? So I'm going to keep my shoulders in that set position all the way through this movement. Go to floor, feet on the floor, set shoulders and set lats, and we're nice and tight. I'm going to drive it back over the shoulder, that's the press, and then get tight and go into a pullover. Come back to the start. Sternum line, drive back over the shoulder into a pullover. Okay, that is movement 5, and then movement 6, back on the machine. Enjoy.